What's up, guys? It's been a minute since I made a long video, but it's good because I'm locked in now. You know, when you're an NBA GM, you gotta worry about a lot of things. Coaches, role players, stuff like that. But the most important thing you gotta have is a real superstar. And I know exactly what you're gonna say.
But the Celtics won a championship without a superstar.
That's an exception because let's be honest, we all know Tatum ain't the superstar of the team. And Jaylen Brown is cool, I guess. But forget all that, cause today we gonna be ranking the best first options in the NBA. And before all you basketball nerds get mad when I rank your favorite player, y'all know how this goes. S are the best of the best, the greats, you know? Stuff like that. And F is the worst of the worst, the most awful superstars. You get it, so let's just get right into it. First up, we got Jason Tatum. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. You know, Tatum, I bet Tatum's a great guy, you know? He's like a family guy with Deuce and stuff, but bro, the basketball side of things ain't looking too good, bro. The Heat must have casted a spell on him, because this is probably the last time I ever seen him play like a star. You guys remember how all the NBA players in Space Jam got their talents taken away? Yeah, Tatum had this happen to him in real life, bro. And it's not like he's bad or anything. I feel like he just forgot how to play like a superstar now that he has a super team. Like, bro, you can't watch this video and tell me he didn't lose his superstar mentality.
You know, I can beat a guy by, rebounding and getting assists and drawing attention, right? When I have the ball.
I don't know, man. It seems to me that he's accepting that he's slowly turning into a role player now. But yeah, I think Tatum's a smooth player, but not anything crazy like some of these other players. I think Tatum's a solid B tier. Next, we got SGA. SGA is a cool player. He's a free throw merchant, I know, but at least he's consistent. He averaged like 30 points and 7 assists last year, and he actually showed up in the playoffs this year. Too bad they had Josh Giddey starting every game. Maybe they could have beat the Mavs if they just benched him. Like, there's no way this is a real NBA player. Other teams literally give him the Ben Simmons treatment, bro. It's kinda sad. But regardless, Shea had a great playoffs even with the super young team. And I barely be seeing Shea have any crazy bad games. So yeah, I think Shea's a perfect example of a real first option. I'm gonna put him in A tier. Next up, we got Jokic. You already know, man. Best center in the game, triple-double machine and all that. And even with Anthony Edwards completely owning him in the playoffs this year, he probably still is the best player in the league. And he won a championship a year ago, so that's enough evidence for me. S tier. Kawhi Leonard, Mr. Funny Guy. My ranking for Kawhi is a no-brainer. You know, when he's healthy and playing, he be doing some heroic stuff. Let's not try to act like we don't remember what he was doing in 2019. Everyone he played ended the series crying, bro. He even had this tough shot. Bro had Sixers fans around the world in shambles.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
He was really doing some legendary things that year, man. But in all honesty, he hasn't done nothing since that year. He stayed missing games and stuff. I don't think we actually saw a full healthy season of Kawhi and PG as a duo since 2020. In 2021, Kawhi tore his ACL in the second round. In 2022, they were both injured and the Clippers missed the playoffs. In 2023, Kawhi got injured and the Clippers got eliminated first round. And this past season, Kawhi was injured again. I'm sorry, Clippers fans, but all these injuries been bringing Kawhi's rep down. I'm gonna have to give him a cool C tier. Next, we got Ant-Man. You know, Anthony Edwards is probably the newest killer in the NBA. He broke out like crazy this year and put his name on the map. He got everybody saying he gonna be the next face of the league. And he may be 22, but don't get me twisted. He is experienced. This only his third playoffs and he already doing some crazy stuff. He swept KD, dunked on him, and was talking crazy. Everyone thought it was light after that. Nah. He done took on the defending champions too. He already took out all the talent, so you might as well. It wasn't looking too good against Dallas, but it's cool, he still dominated in the playoffs. And he was having fun while doing it.
Bring your ass.
I'm gonna give him an A tier. Jordan Poole. Man, you gotta feel bad for him. He was at an all-time high only 2 years ago. Sixth man for the best team in the league. He was hitting crazy shots and the Warriors ended up winning the title that year. And he got a bag too. He even became the face of the Lightskins.
Honey, see you looking at me.
Everything was going great until... Draymond punched the skill out of him. 2K even updated his face scan. And then he had a bad year. The Warriors traded him to the Wizards and that's that. Everyone thought he was going to be an all-star, but he just fell off. I'm going to have to give him an F tier. Next, we got Embiid. I'm going to just tell y'all beforehand, Embiid's ranking might be a little controversial. First off, let me say Embiid's a great player. How many people are 7 feet, can score on all 3 levels, and play elite defense? I can tell you there's not a lot. However, this man is the only MVP to never make the conference finals. Bro, even Tyrese Haliburton made the conference finals, and he's only 24. Yeah, that's B tier. Talking about Haliburton, he's next. I don't know why, but I see a lot of Haliburton hate, and I don't think he deserves it. Most of it probably comes from them beating an injured Bucks and Knicks team, but still, you gotta play whoever you're matched up with. Regardless, he's a great player. He's probably one of the last real playmaking guards we got in today's NBA. And he's low-key a tough scorer, but he's not on the same tier as some of these other guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give him a C tier. Next, we got LeBron James. Finally, we got to an all-time great. He isn't the GOAT though, let's get that straight. Anyways, this ranking is pretty obvious. You know, superstar since a rookie. He's been doing it for 20 seasons, and he's in like every all-time ranking. Yeah, he's an easy S tier. Another small forward on the list, we got KD next. But unlike LeBron, his ranking gonna be a little controversial. One of the most hated people in the NBA. If only he didn't pull that move to Golden State, he would be more liked. But we don't gotta waste no time here. He's a 7-footer that can literally do anything on the basketball court. Yeah, he won 2 rings with the Warriors and 2 Finals MVPs. But let's be honest, he hasn't done anything since then. It might even be a hot take to say that he ruins the teams that he joins. But that's for another time. A tier. Jalen Brunson, the savior of New York. Even though he eliminated my favorite player 2 years ago, I'll be honest, he's an underrated player. He might be short, but he's really shifty, and he always gets himself a bucket no matter what. He low-key reminds me of prime Isaiah Thomas. But yeah, he's a superstar. He is on the same tier as some of these other guys though. I'm gonna have to give him an A tier. We got Giannis next, the Greek freak. I know what y'all gonna say. Giannis hasn't done anything recently, and I'ma agree. In most of his recent playoff series, he hasn't necessarily played and be in an elite defense. And on top of this, he's been injured in his last 2 playoff runs, but he's still generally young at 29 years old. And when he is healthy, we know what he does. He's a consistent MVP candidate. He won a championship and he dominates games. I got him in S tier. LaMelo Ball. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda feel bad for LaMelo as a basketball fan. This man been shown out since he was young, and now when he gets to the NBA, he gets injured all the time. Like there's plenty of players in his draft class that have leaped him since 2020. That shouldn't be better if I'm being honest. Like LaMelo would definitely be better than Tyrese Haliburton if they're both healthy in my opinion. And I almost forgot the main reason why. His front office is horrible. You're telling me the only help you can get him is Miles Bridges? Yeah, that's not good enough. In the future, he could definitely turn it around. But as of right now, he's probably a D tier. We got Luka Doncic next. Luka's ranking is another no-brainer. You know, he's been a star ever since his rookie year, and he's always getting better. He's an MVP candidate yearly, and he's dominating the playoffs all the time. He even brought the Mavericks to the finals this year. Maybe the Mavs even win the title if some of his teammates hit shots. I'm talking to you, Kyrie. But yeah, he's definitely one of the best players in the world and a great first option. And he's only 25, so he'll probably have another chance at a championship. I got him in the S tier as well. Donovan Mitchell. Y'all may think this is crazy, but can we have a moment of silence for my GOAT? Okay, that's good enough. In my opinion, I think Mitchell's the most underrated basketball player in the world. You know, he does everything on a basketball court at an elite level. He can shoot, pass, defend, finish, and he has some tough handles. Some people say that he is an inefficient ball hog, and all I have to say to that is shut up, nerd. He's a true superstar in my opinion, and he definitely would have beat the Celtics if the Cavs were healthy. I got him in A tier. Another guard next. We got Steph Curry. I'm not going to waste no time here. Steph Curry is one of the greatest players of our generation. He got 4 NBA championships in 8 years, and he's a part of one of the greatest dynasties of all time. But you know, ever since 2022, he hasn't had a great roster setup. But it can change this year. I've heard the Warriors are interested in Larry Markkinen. But yeah, him and LeBron are having a similar career arc, which means I got Curry in S tier. Lastly, we got Cade Cunningham. Just like LaMelo, I feel bad for Cade too. Everyone knows Cade Cunningham is an up-and-coming star. He was drafted in 2021, and by now the Pistons should be trying to push for a play-in or playoff spot. However, the Pistons are doing the opposite. They are actually getting worse since his rookie season. And last season, they won only 14 games. They lost a record 27 straight games in a row. How bad do you have to be to lose that many games? Regardless, Cade isn't the reason why the Pistons are so bad. They aren't getting him the right amount of help. Hopefully this next season he gets some type of help. D tier. But yeah, man, this is my full ranking. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. What would y'all change or keep the same? I think it's a pretty solid tier list. Oh yeah, also, subscribe, man. What's up with y'all? We almost at 1K. But yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video, whenever that is.